That was shooting at us earlier. We are gonna be shooting back at him. We missed like all our shots right there.
Under fire!
And it looks like I'm missing my shot, so I'm gonna pull out to the axe, and we're actually gonna turn him into a chicken. But we actually still pulled it off, you know. Even if you like don't have a bad game or like a bad start, you know, you can still pull off a win. What's going on, guys? Hidden Gamer here, and today we're gonna be playing some Royale. And today's video is gonna be the best loadout for the warrior character. So let's get right into it. All right, guys. Starting with the abilities, we have Gladiator, Into the Fray, Entrapment, and Inspire. And the one that I would really recommend you guys get is Entrapment. That one is a net shot, now roots enemies for 1.5 seconds. So basically what that does, it lets, whenever you get the net ability or thingy, when you pick it up and you throw it onto an enemy, they actually get stuck there for 1.5 seconds. And that's actually really helpful. Like if you have the sword with this character, you know, since he already does like more damage with him, and then you like hit them while they're trapped, you know, that's like free easy hits and like pretty much a free kill, because like 2-3 hits and they're down with the sword. So with the abilities, I would really recommend you go for this one, even though the other one, like the Inspire, that one heals you and your teammates for 400 health. But this one, the Entrapment, I would recommend you go with that one. All right, and moving on to the weapon, we have the guaranteed axe, guaranteed hammer, and all these other ones. And I would recommend you would go with the Edge Master, which is the swords deal 30% increased damage and grant you a 25% increased movement speed. That would actually really help you out, because with the sword, you know, you want to run faster, and out of all the weapons, out of the axe, the hammer, the sword does the most damage. So running the sword would really help you out, and especially with the 25 increased movement speed. And also if you get a rune that increases your movement speed, that'll, like, you'll move like 50% faster pretty much. And that would actually help you out to like catch up to your enemies, and you can, like, you know, like hit it with the sword and they can go down easily, and like, you know, they're not going to be able to run away from you, because like in the beginning of the game, if you like don't have any like movement speed, they can actually run away from you, and you like, I can actually like miss your sword like swings. So running that one is actually like the best one, especially with the net, like I said earlier in the ability ones. If you have the net, you know, they won't move, and then plus the 30 damage, you know, that's like, you know, that helps you out a lot. And moving on to the movement, we have warrior speed, heroic, resolve, onslaught, and brutality. And for these ones, I would recommend you go for the onslaught, which is charge now increases the damage of your next attack by 20%. So basically when you charge and you swing your sword, that's gonna be like damage by 20%. So that would actually help you out a lot. So I would really recommend these ones. Like the jumping ones, that one's like not the best like perk thingy. So I would rather go with the onslaught, which like you charge, so basically you like catch up to your enemies, and then with the next hit that you swing, it's basically a guaranteed like 20% damage. So that actually helps you out. And when you have the like sword, you know, it's a guaranteed like 30% damage. So like, you know, that just like helps your damage, and it's like more of like a 2-shot if you have like all these combined. All right, and moving on to the healing, we have the increased healing taken by 25%, regenerate 10 health per second, increase maximum health by 300, and take 25 reduced headshot damage. You know, for these one, I would like, it would probably be up to you between Restoration and Juggernaut. You know, take 25 reduced headshot damage, since you're gonna be like rushing enemies. You know, like taking that 25% reduced headshot damage would actually help you out a lot. But at the same time, you know, Restoration is like a really good perk, just because you're always gonna constantly be healing, and you know, when you run out of heals, you know, you're still gonna be healing. So I would probably, for me, I would probably go with the Restoration, just so I wouldn't have to like worry about health as much. But you know, if you like want to like push heavy, and you know, like you're like an attacker and you just want to like push everyone, Juggernaut would probably be for you, because you know, if they land those headshots, you know, they have the rune where it's like 50% headshot multiplier. So you know, that would actually help you out, especially like if you're running the sword and you have to get up close, and they could actually like land actually more of the headshots. So you know, it would probably be up to you, but for me it would be Restoration. And moving on to the shards, we have Pennywise, Craftsmanship, Bach Books, and Alchemy. For this one, I would probably recommend going for Bach Books, because you know, you know, all of these are actually good. Like, you know, gain 1 extra shard for every item, which is like, it's okay. Or we have craftsmanship, forge 5 seconds faster, forge potions 20 seconds faster. But you know, I think getting 25 shards for eliminating the chicken, that one would actually help you out more, because you know, it's like takes a while to get shards, and especially if you're playing duos and your teammate goes down, it's gonna take a while for you to get shards. So you know, every time you kill a chicken, getting 25 shards, that would actually help you out, so you can like get things faster. You know, you can like forge things faster. So yeah, I'll probably go with Bach books. All right, and moving on to the ability forge, we have all of these, and for this one, I would definitely go with forge net shot, which is guaranteed to be a net shot. You know, just because, like, you know, for the ability, you're gonna be able to have the enemies get stuck there plus the sword, so you know, that one's gonna actually help out a lot, so you can be guaranteed that one. So yeah, that was pretty much like, you know, common sense. You know, you'd want like the guaranteed net shot, especially like if they're gonna get stuck, and then it's free hits. So I would go with the forge net shot. Alright, and moving on to the weapon forge, this one you can get a guaranteed throwing axe, guaranteed heavy armor, or a guaranteed sword. Out of these ones, obviously, you know, you would want to go with the sword because it does more damage, and also like the sword with all of these combinations, like, you know, the abilities that I'm telling you, you know, it goes really good with the sword. So but the thing about the sword, you know, it is kind of hard to get, so that's why like you want to get the guaranteed sword, because you know, it's like it's harder to get than the throwing axe and the hammer. So you know, getting that guaranteed sword, that one's gonna actually help you out a lot. So I would really recommend you go for the forge guaranteed sword. Moving on to the movement forge, we have the forge heroic leap, which is a guaranteed heroic leap, which really doesn't make sense because you already start with it. So like it doesn't really make sense if you're like guaranteed heroic leap. But the only thing that it would do if you get this, it would be guarantee you to be like an epic. Yeah, guaranteed epic, or maybe a chance for a legendary. And for the next one, forge charge is a guaranteed charge, which would actually be pretty good, because you know, if you have the sword, you can guarantee this movement forge, and then you can just like charge towards them and then get like swings on them. So that one would actually be ideal, the forge charge. And then we have the legendary swiftness, which is your first forged movement ability is guaranteed to be a legendary rarity, which also might be really good. But for this character specifically, I would rather go with the forge charge, just so you can guarantee that perk. And then you could, you know, like especially with the sword, you know, if you have the guaranteed sword, that one would be better, because you know, you just get free hits on your enemy pretty much, because you know, you're just gonna get up close with them with the charge. So yeah, for this one I would go with the forge charge. Move 25% faster as a chicken, gain 500 health as a chicken, return to full health after being revived as a chicken, and then revive 5 seconds faster as a chicken. And for this one, it's basically all up to you. You know, you could pick whichever one you really want, but for me, the one that I would do is probably the move 25 faster as a chicken, or the revive 5 seconds faster as a chicken. You know, just because you like, if you turn into a chicken, people are gonna want to finish you right away. So it's better if you like run away faster, or if you like revive 5 seconds faster. You know, that makes a difference. And then the enemies won't expect you to revive as fast, so then they'll be out guard, and then you could just like shoot them and get free hits on them. But yeah, I would definitely go with chicken run or incubation. And moving on to the speed, I think every character has the same speed ones. So like I said with the last assassin one, I would probably go with the combat training, which is move 15% faster during ADS, which is basically stock. But for the warrior, you know, if you have the sword, then you know that like won't really help you. So probably move the 10% faster would help you out, and especially if you have the weapon where it gives you the movement speed of 25%, with the leg day, you know, that's like 30%, 35% moving faster. So you know, that would actually be really good, so you can, you know, catch up to your enemies and swing on them, and they won't run away from you. So that's what I would go with leg day. Alright guys, that was it for the loadout. So let's just get into a game. Alright guys, then we got into a match, and I'm not really sure where to land. I usually land at Jaguar's Claw, because you know, that's where I usually land, but I don't want to be in the first drop. So we're probably just gonna go to Sentinel Hold. You know, it's kind of far away, so hopefully not too many people land with it. And we just landed at the forging area, because usually there's a chest somewhere See right here, there's one, and you usually want to get a gun before anyone else. So you know, like that's why I usually like landing in the fortunate areas. And I think somebody landed with us. Somebody actually landed with us. You know, this is a pretty big area, so hopefully, you know, we can like find him and hopefully don't get shot from behind by him. But we are just gonna be looting right now, and we're gonna be like sharding everything we don't need. Just so we can get those shards early on. So if you don't need anything, you know, it's better off if you just shard everything right away. You know, like don't forget to like shard stuff, you know, because you know that actually helps you out, especially like in the early game. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on looting chests. All right, and I'm gonna be taking the shotgun over the AR just because the shotgun is better when you have this guy, the warrior. So that's what we're gonna have for our first gun right now. But for our first primary gun that we're gonna want is probably gonna be, you know, ideally the sword. But if, like any throwing stuff like works because you know he does more damage with any like throwing stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on looking for shards, and yeah, guys, and we're making our way to Trinity Hills. Just because that place where we landed had no loot at all. As you can see, I only have the shotgun that I got, and then I only have 49 shards. There was like really nothing there, so you know, we had to move. The storm is coming. I don't know if we are gonna be able to like shard, but you know, like sometimes things don't go your way, but you know, we're gonna try to make things happen. All right, as you guys can see right here, we got a net, and right now it says throw a net, reducing your target speed for 3 seconds, and you know that's all it pretty much does. But if you have that ability thing, you know, it lets them stay still for 1.5 seconds. So you know that's why like you like really want to get that, level up your character to get that, or else like the net is like, you know, it's like not really like usable unless like if you have the ability thing. So but we're still gonna be using this just so like, you know, they slow down their movement speed. But we're gonna try to be forging in the next zone, probably like in Valley, just because right now the storm is coming, and it looks like we're actually gonna fight against someone right now. We got the Venom pistol. We are gonna have to reload. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Okay, I threw a net on him, and we actually turned him into a chicken. And we are really low on health as well, but you see that generating health, that actually helps us out a lot. Okay, it looks like he's trying to run away from us, and we hit him in the air. No way. Hopefully he doesn't come back to life, or else that's gonna be really bad for us. And it looks like he came back to life, but it looks like we turned him back into a chicken. All right, this time I'm not gonna let him escape, unless he just keeps on running away from me. Oh my gosh. Okay, come back over here. He doesn't want to freaking... Okay, it looks like we killed him right there. We're just gonna be sharding everything that he has right now. Pick up his stuff and pick up the stuff as well. You know, that was kind of close. You know, he was like running away. He probably had like the movement speed thingy as a chicken, so that's why it's also like really good. A health potion. But it looks like the storm is closing in on us, so we have to go right now. Oh my gosh, we don't want to take any damage right now, so we're gonna go to the valley, and we're gonna probably forge over there. Alright guys, and we made our way to the Codemist village. The reason we didn't go to the valley is because you know, we have to go around the mountain, so you know, like we couldn't really go through that way. But we're gonna craft our weapon and then a rune, and then we don't really have enough for armor, so we're just gonna try to shard whatever we have. We got a reduce cooldown abilities. We're gonna shard this. It looks like somebody's coming at us because they hear the forging thing. So we're gonna wait for him. Hopefully he does not come in here, which it looks like he does. We're just gonna like kind of scare him off a little bit, just so we can pick up our weapon, which now we do. I'm ready to fight. And we pick up our rune as well. So right now we have the throwing axe, which is actually really good for us. Oh my gosh, I like suck at throwing the axe, but you know, that's why I want this, like the sword is more better, just because, you know, if you can just get more closer. And it looks like we're just hitting this guy. I don't know what the heck he's trying to do. He threw his smoke bomb, but that, you know, that's not really gonna help him out, because he's supposed to throw it down himself. before he does any of that. It looks like he's just hiding right here, waiting for us. But we're probably gonna eliminate him. There you go, we are. Just because we have a legendary, and I think he only had. Yeah, he did not have that much stuff. So we are gonna be picking up his smoke screen. That's something you want with your if you have a sword. You're gonna want this just because you go invisible, and then when you go invisible, it gives you a movement speed. So when you get that movement speed, you can get closer to your enemies, and yeah, and it lets you get really close and personal, and it lets you get free hits on them if they don't see you. But right now we have 2 eliminations. We're not doing the best right now, but we are getting like closer to the end of the circle. Hopefully we can like win this. I'm not sure if we can win this. Just because like how our beginning game starts. Sometimes like your beginning game, like the start of the game, like really affects the way you like your end game starts. Because if you get the good loot in the beginning, you get like set up.
Epic.
But right here we get a hammer, and we're gonna actually shard the hammer for the axe, because the axe does more damage, especially since it's a legendary, and it does more damage over time. So, and it looks like somebody's over here. There's 2 people fighting. I'm gonna pull out my shotgun, or actually I'm gonna throw my tomahawk at him if he doesn't see us. It looks like this guy's just freaking jumping over here. And it looks like we turned him into a chicken. Oh, I actually killed him. It was probably his last chicken. So that's probably why he went down. You see a guy right here. We're gonna try to tomahawk him or throw an axe at him. It looks like this guy's getting double teamed. We are gonna pull out a shotgun. Just cause I would have probably missed my axe either ways. So it looks like he's right here. Oh, we're not gonna be able to finish him off just yet. And it looks like we finished him off right there. And we're gonna pick up this Harlem rifle actually instead of that shotgun, just because an AR for range is actually better. And then I think there was an enemy over here as well. There was like more people here. Yeah, I can hear him right now. It looks like he just threw something. I don't know what the heck that was. But he's like behind that rock, or he's right there. He has a bow, which is actually really dangerous for us, so we're just gonna run away. Hopefully he doesn't hit us. It looks like he did hit us actually. Mount on cooldown, so we do have to get to the storm. This guy's just trying to kill us, but we need to go, so I'm gonna just ignore him. This guy's just trying to go for the kill. What the heck? It's not letting me mount. Okay, he's gonna try to go for the kill, but we need to we need to run away, just because the storm is coming, and I don't want to get hit in the storm. Hopefully that guy freaking dies in the storm or something. But we are getting closer to the last circle. It looks like nobody looted these supply drops. I don't know why, but we are gonna make our way over here to the final circle. Looks like somebody was in the storm and he just got out of the storm. It was the dude that was shooting at us earlier. We are gonna be shooting back at him. We missed like all our shots right there. Okay, we got him, and we actually turned him into a chicken. No, we are gonna jump towards him just so we can get that kill. No, he is running away. So we are. Okay, I was gonna say we should turn back into the chicken. It looks like he had a faster restoration as a chicken, but we are gonna try to kill him off right here. One more shot, probably. There you go. So we actually do end up eliminating him. So it's a one-on-one right now. I have no idea where that guy is, where the last guy is, or could be. But hopefully we can pull this win off. Oh, I see him right there. It's another warrior. I think he saw us right there as well. We're gonna pop our smoke, and we're gonna try to get as close as him as possible. So we're gonna pop our smoke right here, because I heard him. And then we're gonna be able to get the first shot off on him.
Under fire!
And it looks like I'm missing my shot, so I'm gonna pull out to the axe, and we're actually gonna turn him into a chicken. And we're still hitting them, and we killed them, and we actually got the victory royale, or the crown royale. We had 6 eliminations. This game was kind of slow, the slow beginning to the beginning of the game, but we actually still pulled it off. Even if you don't have a bad game or like a bad start, you can still pull off a win. Alright guys, that's gonna be for today's video. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Let me know how you guys are liking the loadouts for each character. You know, I have 2 more characters left to do. I'm still gonna make them regardless. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and see you on the next one.